Yo, 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 yo. Ah, nice. It sounds relatively okay. Okay, okay, now I can hear myself multiple times. Not fun. Not fun at all. Hold on, let me send this to... I clicked on my work email. Where's my Twitter? Stream on YouTube. Here you go. All right, all right, all right. That should be all good. Let me just check if everything is all right. Let me just check if... Yes, it is. I'm gonna leave myself a like because nobody else seems to be doing it. All right, so of course I've fixed up my camera. I'm streaming right now. It's still daytime, so you can probably tell how wonderful, like absolutely wonderful it looks with the outside light shining on my noggin, on my face, So what did I want to talk about today? So I've been studying Japanese for a while already. That's nothing new. You've probably seen me and heard me talk about it many, many times. But the thing about it is, I noticed a lot of confusion with people saying that Japanese grammar is too hard to get. So I wanted to share something with you, which I found very, 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 very helpful. And that's a YouTube channel called Dolly. It is a super weird channel, absolutely horrendous to look at. Not gonna lie, not fun at all. I mean, she is kind of funny, but the whole presentation is like nightmare level. I don't know how to explain it. It's really creepy and yeah, it's just creepy. Yeah, it's just kind of weird and kind of creepy, and I don't know how to say it, how to go about it. But what it ruins with creepiness, so to say, it makes up with quality, like top-notch, absolute quality of explanations. So, of course, if you're doing AJAD, then you're probably going to be worried about, hey, how does this fit into AJAD or MIA or whatever it is. But if you're doing it fits perfectly because she also promotes mass immersion and immersing in Japanese as much as possible. So it kind of fits there very well. But the thing that the way she explains stuff is that she says that she tries to explain grammar not in a European sense, because we in Europe, yeah, you know what kind of people we are. It's not just Europe. I don't mean European people, but you know how like we try to cram everything into the European framework, and that's just not how Japanese works. And that's where you get a lot of confusion with like wa and ga and all sorts of stuff. So, Bebe, hey, Alexi, how you doing? Good to catch you here. This looks nice. It's kind of weird seeing your name, not Turtle. So I'm just blabbering about studying Japanese. Teach me the ways. Teach me. It's about studying Japanese because I still do that kind of. I should change it. No, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. I haven't streamed on here in almost 2 months, so slowly getting back into it. But I will be streaming here quite quite a bit more often. Not on the same day as I stream on Twitch. So, and also I'll be streaming a little bit earlier because look at how nice it looks. I mean, come on. There's like natural sunlight. I don't look like a yellow alien. It's amazing. I don't look super orange. I look a little bit orange because the light is still here. But I don't look as, don't you dare, Nick! The cat is like, oh, there's a TV here and I want to touch behind it. It's like, it's gonna make it fall over. Oh my God, he's a maniac. A maniac cat. Absolute mad lad of a kitten. So as I was saying, Japanese doesn't work with English or any other European language. It's just its grammar is not compatible because concepts in Japanese don't work in the way that concepts work in English, for example, or Serbian or any other European language, because European languages are very egocentric, so to say. For example, I am eating, cat, what are you doing? I am eating an apple, right? But in Japanese, it's perfectly fine, and it's actually the way you said it. You say it is that the apple wants to be eaten. The apple desires to be eaten. It's like it's a little bit strange when you think about it, and kind of funny also. But it's just how it works, and it doesn't fit in the European language narrative. It's like it's just you can't explain it through European grammar. I mean, sure you can, but it's like it's not very accurate, and that's why there are a lot of problems with like wa, like the particle wa, and people get really confused with that. And I was one of those people who got really damn confused with that. But honestly, now that I watched like 20 videos from this weird cure Dolly lady, like it's nightmare material. The presentation is nightmare material. I swear to God. But the 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 content, the thing that she talks about, the things that she talks about, and the way she explains it, fucking amazing. Like best thing ever. Wow, yeah. It's like a topic flag, basically. It's not a topic particle, but it's a particle that flags a topic. It's kind of strange to explain. Like basically, if you say orewa, or if you're a woman, you would probably say watashi wa or something. Yeah, it basically means not pertaining to me. It's kind of weird. Like if you say it like that, it means what are you doing? What is in this bag? What? There's nothing in here. Jesus Christ, cat. Mad lad. It's just sitting here next to me and stuffing his head into a random bag that I just happened to have on my desk. Don't judge me. Hey, Lion. Lion. Hello, Lion. How you doing? What a cutie. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Leon. This is where I do YouTube stuff, and I enjoy it, but I usually am very busy for it. So now I do stream here as well. What a cutie. I know, right? He got angry at me. He got angry at me because it's spring. So springtime, it's basically summer, but and calendar wise, it's spring. So there are all a bunch of fleas outside and stuff, and you know how that works. If like a flea can attach to my pants or something while I'm outside and just waltz inside and attach itself to my cat. So I have to put like the anti-flea thing on my cat. So no, he got so offended by the fact that that I put this here. I put this on the back of his head. It was so offensive. It was so offensive to him. He didn't even want to be next to me for the longest time after that. And he was completely fine with it while I was putting this there. But when I squeezed it and the liquid came out, which was I'm guessing it was cold or something, he got very angry. He got very angry. Mm, I saw that. I just saw it on Twitter. You're following me on Twitter? How come I didn't know? Hold on, let me check. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a she. I'm a man. I'm a man. Okay, this is a Japanese person. Which one are you? Are you called Lion? Whatever. Whatever. Konnichiwa, CJ. We're just talking about Japanese and stuff. I was mentioning how the can you send me your Twitter on Discord so I can follow you back? Just DM it to me. I was talking about how stupidly explained Japanese grammar is in English textbooks and all sorts of stuff like that. So I was just saying that recommending this YouTube channel called Here Dolly. Absolutely nightmare tier presentation, but amazing content, amazing explanations for everything pertaining to Japanese. She tries to explain it in the most completely disregarding English grammar and stuff. Like she does not, she tries not to touch English grammar at all or the English way of explaining things. Not English, European centric way of explaining things. She just gravitates away from that, doesn't touch it upon it, and it's great. So before I thought that Japanese grammar was some of the most complicated, convoluted shit I've ever seen in my life. But now after I checked her videos out, it is one of the most logical grammar systems I have ever seen. I don't think I have ever seen such a logical grammar system as Japanese grammar. It just fits. It just fits like Lego. It's amazing. How are you, lads? I had a relatively bad nights of sleep. I slept awful. I had this stupid nightmare that I don't even want to go into. So, and yesterday I slept for a long time, so I didn't feel sleepy until very, very, very late. And when I did manage to fall asleep, I had a nightmare, so I woke up and basically got out of bed and pretended that I slept for for 8 hours. And then I took a nap for a couple of hours after that and feeling pretty good. Did all my work for today. I'll finish this up. I'll stream for about an hour, maybe a little bit less, maybe about 40 minutes or something. Gonna stream a bit here, and then I'm just gonna chill out, watch some TV. I did all my paperwork for today. Watch some TV, watch my friend Tomato stream. Light Tomato Sinks. Follow him on Twitch. Great guy. and yeah, it's just a cool day. Yeah. Light Tomato underscore. No, actually, Light Tomato dash sinks. Yeah. Just messing with you. It's Dark Potato Rises. I've been streaming Resident Evil. Oh man, that game is so expensive. I can't even think about buying it right now. Like I would like to play it, but nah, I can never really bring myself to spend the amount of money that games cost originally. I know it's going to become cheaper in like a few months. So why would I spend like 70, $80 on a video game if it's gonna cost like 30 in 3 months? You feel me? It's kind of weird. Also, now that I have switched to IQOS, I can pretty much smoke on stream and not feel bad about it. Oh yeah. Because this is basically tobacco vaping. Yeah, that makes sense. I know, yeah. I finally, hell yeah! Hell yeah, Leon. Great job, man. Fantastic job. I did get Stardew Valley, so I might play that soon. I actually really enjoy that game. And also, I thought about doing this thing because I have a couch over there that I don't sleep on, as you know. I have a couch over there, and I've actually thought about, and I have a TV here, and I actually thought about hooking up my laptop to the TV and getting my controller and just going over there and sitting on the couch and using this camera pointed at the couch and just have like a couch stream thing. I think that would be kind of awesome and very comfortable. Very, very comfortable. Damn, this monster is so. Stop drinking energy drinks. I, your bro Laz here ended up in the hospital because of that shit. That's more dangerous than most substances you can buy in the store. I'm not even joking. Like it's the caffeine from energy drinks that gets you addicted, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It do be good, yes. It's very delicious, but the amount of crap they put in one can of energy drinks is immense. It's the caffeine that gets you addicted, right? But caffeine in and of itself is genuinely harmless. Like the amount of caffeine you would need to consume in order to cause harm to your body is about 70 cups in one day. And I don't know, I don't care who you are, but that's impossible. You literally don't have enough stomach capacity for that. But energy drinks and the shit they pile into it are so awful that it's crazy. It's just bad, really, really, really bad for your heart. So if you ever feel the need to drink an energy drink, just drink coffee instead. You'll be fine. Really, you'll feel satisfied. That's how when I was younger, I actually got addicted to the caffeine in Coca-Cola. And I didn't know. So I would constantly have these insane cravings to drink Coca-Cola, like madness inducing, right? And every time I would drink Coca-Cola, I would be like, like I don't know, I'm some sort of addict or something, right? So it got really bad. I became very fat, and my liver got fatty because of that. But as soon as I started drinking coffee, I stopped drinking Coca-Cola. It's just I started drinking coffee. It has more caffeine that satisfied me more, and I don't care about Coca-Cola anymore. I actually don't even think I like the taste anymore. I only drink Coca-Cola when I'm eating some sort of big burger or something because it just fits so well. I don't know, it just fits perfectly. God, sort of like cigarettes and coffee. It's nearly impossible to drink. Pepsi superior to cola? Mm, I barely drink coffee. Why? I mean, I know why. You're British. You drink tea. Also, what the hell is happening with Jersey? I've been reading something on the news that it's like getting blockaded and shit. What is going on there? You're there. You know, CJ. And Pepsi and Cola are like comparing, are like saying, do you like wearing your left sock or your right sock more? It's like, or like compare saying, do you like to wear pants or shirts? Something like that. I don't know. It's like two different experiences for me. Well, if you hate coffee and drink energy drinks, guess what? You're gonna feel the craving to drink more energy drinks. Either drink coffee, is which has a bunch of health benefits and very few negative effects. They do taste very different, yeah, true. A little bit negative effects if you drink too much of it, but those negative effects are like marginal. And you, as I said, you need to drink so much coffee to even feel it. And guess what? Coffee is good for your metabolism, probably good for your heart as well. Like good for many, many, many different things. It's just drink coffee instead. I like fishing. I like fishing too. Fishing is dope. Fishing is awesome. Fishing be awesome. Awesome. Fishing be awesome. So what the hell happened with the fishing rights? Didn't like France wanted to fish there? Oh, I don't get it. Like as soon as the UK left the EU, everybody just went back to their own ways. Like, oh, France, I hate France. Oh, look at the British, I hate the British. It's like the past 100 years never even happened. It's just so funny to me. It's like none of the cooperation, like the big tunnel under the channel or anything like that. It's like it never happened. Working on like Concord and different projects together, being allies in many wars, and all sorts of stuff like that. It all ended as soon as the UK left the European Union. It's all back to medieval times. Like, oh, we gotta conquer France. It's like, oh, we gotta conquer the UK again. It's just hilarious to me. I don't know. Well, you do beat your cat, Lion, and that may be a problem. Me, I love my cat. If he does something wrong, I just yell at him and he stops. Just, and he stops. Just yell really, really hard. Off the top of my legs, like like an animal. And cats get that. You roar, and they know you roar. You sing. They want to kiss. See, just like that. Cutie catty. Cats are awesome. Everybody should get one. But my dog, well, do you beat your dog as well? You shouldn't hurt your animals. You should love them, and then they will love you back. Just say it. Itchy, 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 itchy. I don't beat no one. Okay. I don't know what the hell is going on with you and your cat, but how's your eye, by the way? Did it get better? Oh, fuck my nose. It's so hard. Yeah, so I'm gonna be streaming on here, just chatting and various topics I have pertaining to different things, really. It's like I just want to talk about stuff. I just want to talk on this channel about various things that are happening in the world that are interesting, funny, or or like maybe reaction videos. Because there is one thing that I would really love to react, and I'll probably do it not tomorrow because tomorrow is my Serbian channel day, but the day after tomorrow. And I will react to it and I will post it here. So it's going to be, I'll probably do it live because video editing and live streaming, like making videos and live streaming are two different things. And each of those things, they have their different strong points, right? I just love the way the community feeling of streaming something and talking about something and maybe watching something together on stream. It just feels, I don't know, more connected, more nice, right? But making a video, yes, it's going to look more polished. It's going to look much nicer, but it also has that disconnect, at least for me, because the only thing I do when I make a video is just talk to the camera. It's like, but now I feel like I'm talking to actual people because I am, right? But when I have this little screen of my head, so when I make a video, I just talk to myself over there, and I'm like, hey, Lazar, how you doing? How you doing, baby? I love you more than anything else. Laz, my baby Laz. I just love you, Laz. Laz, you're the greatest. You're the greatest, Laz. Oh. So it's how it works for me, basically, when I make a video. Plus the editing, I don't really enjoy it. I enjoy the finished product when I'm done with editing, but I don't enjoy the editing itself, if that makes any sense, because it's very time intensive and it kind of pisses me off to fix stupid errors that I make. I wish I had a pug blank emote. Which one is that? I can't make custom emotes here yet, I think. Maybe in the future when I get over 1,000. But here you can have there must be something here. Hold on. There must be something good here. You can have a cock. Here. There, you can have a cock. This is just ripe for having fun. Like, why would they put this emoji here? Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome, Lexi. You're welcome. Okay. Lads, name some animal. Cock. That's an animal, right? Also known as a rooster, but a rooster is kind of too long to say. I don't know. Saying rooster is kind of boring. Whoa. Got myself a notification. Got myself a notification. All right, so let me cover anything that I missed. Oh, also, I just wanted to go over the differences between that I found between AJet, MIA, Refold, Migaku, and Dolly. And there are a few more, and it kind of annoys me that there are so many different ones. And for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, so the way I study Japanese is the mass immersion approach, basically. So I don't study per se. I don't use textbooks or anything like that. I just immerse in Japanese. I just watch anime without English subtitles in Japanese. I read manga in Japanese. I try to read stuff in Japanese. I don't study from like Genki or some other textbooks. The only thing you can consider study, and that's very light, is the fact that I've learned the kanji that I did learn. It's like I'm about 1,400 or 1,500 kanji at this point, out of 2,200. So I'm pretty much nearly done with the kanji. But at the same time, most of my study is just watching Japanese. Literally, that's all I do. I just watch in Japanese. So that's the mass immersion approach. And it all started with this guy called Stephen Krashen back in the 80s, where with his video about how the mass immersion approach works is, I keep calling it mass immersion approach out of habit, but this immersion approach works. The way it works is that you just watch stuff which are somewhat comprehensible to you. So basically, when somebody says, here, I'll speak Serbian now. Ja sam čovek, imam glavu, dva oka. Oko, dva oka. Uvo, dva uveta. You see, you know what I'm talking about, right? Even though you don't understand the language. That's the whole point of this immersion approach thing. So I can speak, you will understand what I'm saying, even though I'm not speaking the language you know, right? Yes. So that's the whole point of this immersion approach, and it works great. But it was very underground. It wasn't very codified. And a bunch of Polish dudes in the 90s made a website. They made a website on how to learn English, right? And they made this whole website in English. But because it was in English and for learning English, it didn't catch on. It didn't become very popular because you made it in English to learn English, right? And then this dude who calls himself Katsumoto or Kat or whatever, found the Krashen, found Anti-Moon website, and found all that stuff, and decided to try it out himself. And he created AJet, which means all Japanese all the time, basically. So AJet, all Japanese all the time. And he was a madman, right? What he would do is he would eat cake with chopsticks. He would get fully into Japanese. He would not watch anything in any other language. He would not do anything in any other language. He would only do stuff in Japanese, and that's it. Right? It was the most radical approach on language learning. And he did manage to achieve fluency in Japanese in about a year or something like that. So about a year was how long it took him to achieve like near perfect fluency. A year and a half for like almost perfect. Like you could barely distinguish him. A year and a half. Afterwards, people were like, "Holy shit, this works!" But it's madness, right? It's madness to live your life like this. forget your language, forget your life, and only live in Japanese, right? It's insane. So this dude came along called Matt versus Japan, and he, along with another dude called Yoga Pants, they both created MIA, or the mass immersion approach, which is basically AJAT light. It's not as culty as AJAT, because AJAT is like, it's insane. It's like it required you to change every single thing about your life and just be Japanese. But Matt did use this to learn Japanese. So Matt did make videos, a lot of videos, right? A ton of videos. And he did talk about this. He did help people with this and stuff like that. Meanwhile, Yoga Pants, who is a coder or and like a developer and stuff like that, was working on the technical side of things, right? So he was working on making add-ons for Anki to make it all technically as efficient as possible, while they were both working together on the theory of AJAT. So now what happened? What happened is those two got into a fight. So they split. They split, and basically they took MIA with them. It was such a stupid drama thing, right? So they split, and then you have one branch which is Migaku, which is with Yoga Pants, and the other side is Refold, which is with Matt versus Japan, right? So the Refold side is more about the actual immersion, and is quite a bit more primitive in the technical aspect than Migaku. But Migaku is all about maximizing your immersion and the technical side of things, like being able to make sentence cards faster, being able to um, find translations or dictionary entries faster, being able to work on every single thing faster and more efficiently with add-ons and Anki and everything. But the Refold side is more like focus on this when you're immersing, focus on that when you're immersing, when you're watching stuff in Japanese. Go and divide this into like I don't know how he calls it, like areas. So basically, first start with slice of life anime, so you can learn like the basic vocabulary that people use to talk to each other, like a normal conversation, and then go into other areas which you want to learn and build up on that, right? So that's the split that they have. And then you have this Cure Dolly person who is like, yeah, sure, we got to use mass immersion, but we also got to use grammar because it's going to make everything faster, right? So she's like, okay, I'll explain the grammar. I have to point out that all AJAT, MIA, Refold, Migaku, and Cure Dolly all say that you have to have cursory knowledge of grammar. You have to read through. Most people recommend Tai Kim's Guide to Grammar. So I'm still here just listening. It's fine. It's fine. It's no problem, CJ. Most people recommend like the Tai Kim's Guide to Grammar, but Keira Dolly does this thing where she did her own grammar guide, which is fantastic, and you should definitely watch it if you're studying Japanese, if you're interested in studying Japanese, or knee deep into studying Japanese. You should definitely watch Keira Dolly's grammar guide because it is the single best grammar guide you can find. It is the single best grammar guide you can find on Japanese today, and I stand by that. So, but also she advocates a different type of immersion. So, in everything that came out of MIA, let's just say it like that, everything that came out of the mass immersion approach, there is a consensus that you should have your active immersion, so watching anime, your that's active listening immersion, watching anime, active reading, reading stuff and trying to understand. But not worry about whether you understand everything or not. So not to worry about whether you hey Aldo, how you doing, man? Long time no see. Your school account? Wow, thanks for using your school account to join us. It's been a while. I'm just talking about Japanese study and just having a good old time with the friends here. So, uh, they all say you shouldn't worry about uh the hey, we have it. I'm fine. I'm listening. Thanks for listening. And Apocalyptic, nice to see you. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. It's been a while. I'm just chatting about like the difference between MIA, AJAT, and the cure Dolly method that I recently got into. So everything that came out of MIA. Also, I hope everybody's doing good here. So you're doing good, people. I hope you're doing good. And if I ever bore you with my talking, just stop me and or if you have any questions. So everything that came out of MIA goes this ambiguous route. So they really say that you should just focus on getting as much input as possible without really worrying if you understand everything, because they go on the basis of that you will eventually understand everything if you just hammer it in your brain enough, right? Okay, I'm gonna go. Bye. See you, Lion. Thanks for being here. I'm doing great. Alias CJ. So, but the way the Cure Dolly method works is, and this is very interesting to me. This is very interesting, and I did try it. I did try it, and it's actually pretty good. I can't say I can't say I didn't learn anything. I learned quite a bit, but it's slightly more boring than AJAT or anything that came out of MIA. So the way she says that people should do it is that you sit down, you get your anime with Japanese subtitle. You sit down and you watch it, and you absolutely make sure and check in the dictionary and everything that you understand every single goddamn word or sentence what it means, right? And then what you would do is you would rip the audio from the anime, put it on your phone, and listen to it over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And then you do that for the next episode when you have the chance, and then for the next episode, and then for the next episode, and so on, right? So on and so forth. And I gotta admit, even though it's super boring and it drives me insane to listen to, like, for example, Shirokuma Cafe or something, when it says, Subanaide, it's just so, it drives me nuts to hear that, right? But at the same time, it's like, you really do internalize it. You really do learn it, and you really do kind of get good at it. So it really depends. It really depends on what kind of person you are, because if you are the type of person who can deal with ambiguity, who can deal with not knowing what's going on for an extended period of time while you're watching an anime, right? You don't know what the hell is going on. So if you're the type of person that can do that, then AJET and MIA and everything that came out of the AJET line, like all of it, works for you. I never know what's going on. Don't worry, Lexi, you big brain, you will learn. You will get there. So help. Just listen to it over and over again. Just bang your head against the wall, and the wall will break. I promise you this. So just I'm using Duolingo to study Japanese and watching anime. Just really started, but eventually Duolingo doesn't really work. I honestly did try. Duolingo it really is all about immersion. It really is all about immersion. So whether you go with the Cure Dolly route or the hardcore AJAT route or the MIA route or anything like that. It's all down to immersion. The thing about it really doesn't work well, yeah. The thing about AJET and MIA and everything that came out of it uh, is that they want you to spend the least amount of time possible doing things that don't matter, that won't help you, so you can do more immersion, right? It is the common understanding that we as adults uh, have things to do, right? You gotta work. If you want to study, you gotta study. If you want to, I don't know, meet friends, you meet friends, or you'll go insane, or you gotta do chores, and you gotta this. You gotta do stuff, right? So if you're going to study Japanese, you should use the most optimum way to waste as little time possible to achieve your goal in a reasonable amount of time. Like there are people who I watched a video recently the guy of a guy who has like more than 1,000 day streak in Duolingo, and he basically said he hasn't learned much. He just did the streak just because he doesn't want to end the streak, right? Because it's like, oh, dude, I have a 100 day streak. I don't want to end it. Oh, dude, I have a 200 day streak. I don't want to end it. Oh, this really isn't working all that well, but I have a 300 day streak. So he just pushed on for the sole reason of he didn't want to stop his streak. It's insane. It's madness, if you ask me. So yeah, do whatever feels right. Just don't waste time. That's all I'm gonna say. Find, experiment. Don't listen to listen to people like Matt or like uh, Matt versus Japan or yoga or stuff like that. But don't take their words as gospel. Listen to them, and they'll tell you this as well. They'll tell you themselves. And also that the same goes for me. Don't listen to me if it doesn't fit you well, right? Again, I can't speak Japanese. I can understand a good chunk of it, but I can't speak it, right? And speaking comes later, essentially. So just do what fits your personality. Just do that feels right, but you have to get the language in your like our brain has like different priority lists, right? And language is like the top priority. But if you do like Duolingo, and if you do like only Anki, and if you do like shit like that, right? It does not reach the top priority of language. It's like in the same rank as learning about history or something, right? So you're not learning a language, you're learning about a language. Does that make sense? Do you get what I'm saying? So what I do is like if I want to watch anime, I don't allow myself to watch it with English subtitles or in English. I just do not allow. I don't even consider that as an option. Yeah, it's just you need to like force it, like jam it in there that this is a language, and then your brain will work really hard and tirelessly to learn that language because it feels like you need it. Huh? Yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's you need to push it up into the language thing, right? It's easy to learn English because wear headphones as well when watching anime. Yeah, sure, if that helps you, do that. But also the thing of like ripping the audio from an anime and just listening to it all the time, it does help. It really does help. Some languages are better off when you're trying to learn Japanese or any other language than others, because for me it's easier because all of the sounds present in Japanese and their pronunciation is the same as in Serbian, because in Serbian every letter has just one sound. All right, right? There's no pronunciation and spelling and stuff. It just doesn't exist in Serbian. If you have a, it's only going to be a and only a. It's not going to be or something, right? So so yeah, you should. You should. It really just expose yourself to the language as much as humanly possible. Or like if you in Serbian, if you have B, it's only going to be B. Or like C is only going to be C. It's never going to be K. It's never going to be S. It's only going to be C and nothing else, right? So it's easier for my Serbian brain to see TA and read it ta. And but or like read see Osaka and read it as Osaka, which is how I would read it in Serbian anyway. But an American would read like Osaka or something like that, or Osaka or Tokyo or something. I mean, Tokyo is pretty correct, but you know what I mean. Some languages have a better starting position than others. But as an English speaker, I do recommend exposing yourself to the language as much as possible, so that you get it in your ear, even if it's just randomly listening to it. Try it. Yeah, try it. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm sure it will help. If not, if it doesn't help you learn new words, it's going to help you hear the language, right? Because sometimes I have never experienced this, but I heard it from other people, like it's the English speakers or Spanish speakers or German speakers or something. Uh, I heard that they have trouble making out the sounds. Again, Serbian is the way it is, so it's easier for me to figure it out. But they told me that they have to listen to it over and over and over and over and over again just to get used to the sound and the way it sounds, right? So it was a problem, a disconnect with the sounding of the sound, if that makes sense, and not being able to perceive certain sounds, right? Same way as uh, most of my friends cannot hear the difference between ch and ch. For me, the difference is night and day, but a lot of them just don't hear it. Like ch and ch, there's no difference for them, right? Or like the way Japanese people cannot hear the difference between l and r, right? So you have to train your ears. You have to train your ears, even if you don't understand, you have to get that up there. Depending on how you sleep. So if it helps you sleep, and if it, like, you know how some people like to listen to white noise and stuff like that. If it helps you sleep, then hell yeah, do it. But if it ruins your sleep is much more important than the milliseconds of Japanese you'll hear when you dip in and out of sleep. Because you do dip in and out of sleep when you sleep, and you like the same way when you when you leave the TV on and fall asleep, right? You hear bits and pieces from time to time, but it's not worth it if it ruins your sleep. That's what I'm saying. Sleep is the most important thing, and I should listen to my own advice for once in a while. All right, so that's all of the things that I wanted to tell you. Anything you would like to ask me? Again, I'm not an expert. I'm just trying to figure out as we go along, and I share the things that work for me. If they work for you, I don't know. We're all different, but I just share the things that for me. So just try it out. I don't know. If you want to try it out, try it out. Yeah, but if it ruins your sleep, then you're not gonna learn jack, right? You need sleep in order for your brain to process what's going on during the day, right? To like memory strengthen during sleep, or some or you learn a big amount of the language when you sleep. And don't worry. Trust me when I tell you this. You'll start dreaming in Japanese soon enough, so you'll get your sleep immersion if you want it. Hey Lion, welcome back. I'm just about to end. It's been almost an hour, so I'll just stay with you guys for a little bit longer while I smoke this and take any questions you may have. Like, it's so weird when you, as soon as I got home from work, you stream. I felt you, man. I felt you. This is telepathy. No, 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 no. Like, a lot of weird shit happened to me. Like, no joke. Like, I would dream like that I am in class, and the entire freaking class is in Japanese. And I can't understand a thing, but I know it's in Japanese. I understand bits and pieces. So somewhere in my subconscious mind, all of this Japanese was memorized and is now trying to figure itself out what it means. And it just blew my mind. And like my brain is letting me dream actual Japanese that my subconscious brain remembered because it's trying to figure out what's going on. Like, it remembered it verbatim, it just doesn't know what it means. So it's it was such a strange experience. Do I need to drink? You're in the hospital, Lion, you can't drink. Also, one thing, I'm probably gonna start streaming on Twitch earlier, so if you guys watch my Twitch, streams will start at about 4 p.m. Central European time. So if you want to catch that, make sure to like watch for those notifications, and also watch uh check Discord. Pay attention to Discord. I always post an announcement. Or 5 p.m. GMT, yeah. So just if you have the time, if that sounds good for you. I prefer to stream during the day because, as you saw, the lighting was fantastic. I feel much more rested because sometimes at night I all of the tiredness from the day catches up to me, so I feel like ass. I handled my schedule, so I planned out an entire schedule for 1 week. Uh, for 1 week, I planned out an entire schedule, and I want to see how it works out because I feel like I spend more time doing stuff. But now when I put it all in the schedule, it's just like it's less than 8 hours, and I'm like, where's my time? It's like, what am I doing with my life? Where is it? Yeah, so for you, Lion, my streams would start at. Wait a second, that doesn't make any sense. You mean 18:44, not 8:44 or 6:44 p.m. Wait, no. CJ, you're wrong. No, you're not. Wait, I'm so confused now. Lion, what have you done to me? You're in the Eastern European time zone, so you're 1 hour ahead. So, CJ, you are 1 hour. No, it's 3 p.m. for you, CJ. Why do you lie to me? You confuse me so hard now. It's 3 p.m. If it's 4 p.m. for me, it's 3 p.m. for you, CJ. Because I am 1 hour ahead of you. Right now it's 4 p.m., right? You confused me. I can't do mathematics. Mathematics do my head in. I can do languages, history, and stuff like that. You're at work at that time. Damn it! I mean, I do stream for 3 hours, so I'm sure you can catch a chunk of it. Yeah, so you're 1 hour earlier. All right. That's about it for this stream. It's a little over an hour, so thank you all for being here. I hope you learned something new. I will edit the title of this video, talk about make sure to be specific what I'm talking about. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I love you all. You're all truly wonderful. See ya.